What do you see out of the guys after that kind of loss Saturday?
Obviously, that kind of losses will test your will a little bit. The one thing we challenge those guys is, you can't, when you lose a game like that, you can't lose two games. I mean, it's one game loss. You got to move on from it. So Sunday we came in, we threw that game away. We watched it. We learned from it. There's a lot to learn from, obviously. And so once we got done with it, we came out and had a really good practice Sunday night, and we followed that up with a good practice today. And so we just, again, some positions you got some young guys, and you're gonna have some learning and growing pains as you go. And so, you never want to walk away feeling the way you felt, but we'll learn from it and then get better from it.
What's the point of emphasis for you guys this week?
Obviously we're going to try to pick up the tempo offensively, simplify some things, just make things a little bit easier, and just that way we can play faster. I think that's something that Coach Luke, myself, Coach Longo, Coach Bignell, Coach Harris, everybody, Coach Nix, all want to, within their room, is just make sure our guys are playing with tempo, and that's something that we feel like will help us as we go forward into SEC play.
As teams work to take AJ away, do you still focus on him? Do you try to get him the ball, or do you just focus on spreading it around?
Well, I think, every game is going to be different. AJ had some success early, and obviously as the more and more success, teams are going to try to take you away. And there's some different things you can always do, moving guys around and get them different matchups. But the one thing is we got a talented group, and you saw, the Cal game when AJ went down with the injury van, came in and had 10 catches and picked up some slack there, and across the board, guys have just got to step up. And I know it's pretty coach cliche, and say next man up, but it's exactly what it is. So we're fortunate to have some guys with a lot of ability. Got some guys playing both inside and outside, and so you can get some mismatches that way for sure.
What happened to DK when he lined up and fell down, and obviously came back in and he's practicing and play and do those things?
Yeah, he broke a long run, and I think when he went down, his helmet got turned sideways, and he had grass and a bunch of stuff in his eyes, and he couldn't see. And so we always tell those guys, if you can't go, just go down to make sure that we can get you subbed out. So that's pretty typical protocol for everybody across the board. But he was fine, no injuries there.
What was the conversation like with DeMarcus after that first interception?
The thing is I'll be with you. It looked probably where he thought the ball hit the ground. You look at it, he never even turned around. And it is loud, in that stadium. But it was nothing intended like it looked, I guess you could say.
What do you see from Auburn's defense? How do you think it compares to what y'all just faced?
Very talented, very good up front. They're going to put some pressure on the quarterback. That's they're always a little bit more aggressive up the field. Very talented DBs are long at the DB position, and as well as the linebacker. They're an SEC defense, so I wouldn't say it's very much different than what we just faced.
What does simplifying mean for your guys?
Simplifying is just taking the thinking process out of it. When you think, you don't play as fast. When you're not thinking, you play fast, and so that's something we want to do. If they're thinking, they're not playing fast, and we want to play fast.
So what do you have to do to get guys playing faster and not thinking as much?
Just exactly what is simplified. Just maybe take some plays out here and there, and just make it a little bit cleaner. Some reads and some routes and some runs, and just take a little bit out. The more obviously you take out, the faster that they can think, and the less they have to worry about those making MAs or mistakes.
Thanks, Jacob.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
guys. Good to see y'all.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, but I was with you.